Hey guys, Brad the Buff. I got my buff on my head and I'm ready to go. I'm doing an unboxing. I just got this in the mail. This is my brand new lightweight backpack, my Zpacks Nero. I'm excited to get into details of this and show you exactly why I got this backpack. So here we go. This is the Zpacks Nero DCF backpack. This thing at base weight, if you don't have any additions on it, weighs about 11 ounces. DCF stands for Dyneema Cuban Fiber. It's what a lot of the high-end backpacking gear is made out of because it is super lightweight, it is waterproof, and it's fairly durable. You still have to treat this stuff with care, but it holds up. I got this to be my ultralight backpack. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, it's 11 ounces without any of the add-ons. I did get the add-ons. Just in its base, it is about a $200 backpack, and it is a 36 liter, and the 36 liters includes your side pocket and your back mesh pocket here. First of all, I added each of these pockets. So this is a water carrier for about a 1 liter bottle. It just slides down in here, and then this hooks over the top to keep your water from going around. I wanted this extra pocket on here because I do like freely being able to drink water. I think I drink more water that way than if I'm trying to filter through inline. If I have clean inline, I drink more water that way, but I did want this as an option. So I can just put my 1 liter bottle, stick it right through this, unstrap it, drink real quick, put it back in. I also added this side pocket to tuck my phone in and any snacks, because one thing this backpack does not have is it does not have thick hip straps. That's a plus for me. I'll explain that in a minute. But I did add this pocket here. These are each about roughly half an ounce for each of these pockets. So I added about an ounce between these two. I think it's a little bit more than that, maybe an ounce and a half between the two of them. But I wanted something that I could put like a Cliff Bar or gum, and I wanted something I could stick my phone in while I was hiking so I didn't have to reach for it or keep it in my pocket. Another cool feature is what it uses. This has no frame. It's a frameless backpack, but what it does have is this pad on the back to keep the backpack from sticking straight to your back so you can get some air in there. One thing that's cool about it is also your built-in butt seat. So now if I'm going to sit down, I can take this piece right off super easily. I can stick it down and now I have something to sit on. So that eliminates a piece of equipment that I already have. So that's about 2 ounces that I'm going to drop. So I'm really, with this being about 13 ounces, I'm really have lost 2 because I won't need to bring a separate butt seat because it's built into it. You can see how easy it was to put in and take back out. It takes a second. I was a little concerned that it was going to be more complex than that it was going to be so hard to pull out and put back in that you weren't going to want to use it. But it is super easy. Like I said, you just pull it. All you got to do is reach in, it pulls right out, and then tuck it back in. It literally takes, I don't know, what, 3-4 seconds, something like that. So if you go and you stop and you want to take a quick break, you can pull it out really easy. Another feature that I added was the V-strap at the top. It does not come, so it's a roll down, and these sides clip into the sides like this, and this is what keeps it down. I've seen some reviews on it that didn't like this. Just from playing with it, it doesn't seem like that's a big deal. But I did add the top V-strap. I'm assuming, I think this weighs probably maybe 1/4 of an ounce or something. It's not very much. It was $10 for this add-on. Each of these was $25. So this total setup for me cost about $260. But I added this V-strap in case I did need to put a tent on top because it is limited to the 36 liters. I didn't want to fill stock, and also it's just nice to have to keep your roll down top down. One thing from this being the Dyneema Cuban Fiber is that it is waterproof. So now I don't need a rain pack cover. So that's another, at a minimum 2 ounces, and most rain pack covers are about 5 ounces. So I have lost, just by adding this on, the 2 ounces from my butt pad, and I lost, I don't know, let's average it, say 4 ounces from not needing to carry a pack cover, which is also one more piece of gear I don't have to haul around. So I've lost, you know, I've gone down from my other backpack, which is 2.5 pounds, this ultralight one at 13 ounces. Then I also lost the 2 ounces for the butt pad, and I also lost about 5 ounces for the pack cover. So I'm dropping a full 2 pounds by switching to this. Now the limitations are, it can only carry up to 20 pounds max comfortably. That is a massive limitation, which means this is a specialty backpack. I have my Granite Gear Crown 2 that is probably going to be my traditional backpack, but in order to have a backpack like this and only be able to carry 20 pounds of weight means that you have to have other specialty equipment, and I have acquired that over the years, but this may not be a good starter pack for you. It's very expensive to get to the point where you can carry all of your gear and your food and your water for less than 20 pounds. So let me show you what that entails. This is my Thermal Rest Uberlight. It is a 9-ounce pad. This is a $200 pad new. So I've had this for a while, but I don't know that I could use this without this or the X-Lite. This is a ultralight quilt. This is a 19-ounce extra long, extra wide, 40-degree quilt. But because, and you can see how small they are. And this, I just got this tent. I'm going to do an unboxing on it soon. But this is a Zpacks duplex. And this is only 19 ounces base. I think for the full setup, I'm going to have 27 ounces into it. But my old tent was 3.5 pounds. I could not have used this with my old gear. So I had to spend, you know, this was a $200 item. This was almost a $300 item. This is a $500 item if you can find it, you know, on sale. So, you know, I had to spend a lot of money just to be able to get to a base weight that made this usable. So this may be something you want to transition to. Also, it doesn't have a top. You know, it has very little as far as pockets. I'm accustomed to that now because I've trimmed my gear down and got it really tight. But when I first started backpacking, I would have overfilled this thing instantly. So it's taken me a while to trim down and know how to use something like this. I'm excited to get it out. You can add hip belts on the side if you want, or they're padded hip belts if you need that padding. For me, the way this sits on me is these belts, let me show you guys real quick. The belt sits more around your upper back than traditionally around your waist. And it's really just to hold the bottom of the pack tight to your back as opposed to it flopping around. So this would normally, the hip belt would be, is actually much higher. And I like that for me. I have very sensitive skin, so hip belts, even when I don't have a lot of weight, the sweating and just the contact on me typically makes me get very painful welts. So to me, this is a huge upgrade because I'm going to be a lot lighter and I don't have that huge band around my hips that's going to make me break out and get welts on my hips. So it does have a chest strap. And like I said, what these straps are for really is just to keep the whole thing tight to your back so that, you know, you're moving with it as one, so it's not bouncing off and on you. Like I said, I am very excited about this. I mean, for me, I'm hoping that I can keep my total base weight, my starting weight, somewhere around 18 pounds with this. I don't want to push the limits. If I get more than that, I'll switch back over to my Granite Gear Crown 2, which is a 60 liter. But there are all kinds of tabs on here so you can move things around if you need to. Like I can move this V-strap and I can attach it from this side forward if I wanted to carry, say, a tent or something underneath of this. I mean, let's just use this as a proxy. And I don't, on camera, it doesn't do any good to switch all that stuff around, but you know, I can put this on top if I needed to, if my pack was a little bit full from food or something day one, and I just needed to carry something outside the pack. That's why I had the V-strap. There's also tabs down here that I could attach this V-strap at the bottom if you'd prefer to have the weight at the bottom of your pack. So there is a lot of mobility on this. There's a lot of other attachments. It does have these big side pockets for your, these are perfect. You could probably get a couple 2 liters of water in here, just in water bottles. I have the Vecto Cenoc for my carry, but you know, I can carry a couple empty ones on one side and I can put my the Vecto on another full, so I could still carry, you know, probably 5-6 liters of water. So that's a plus. I'll probably store all my food in this pocket and have it accessible here. And you know, this is also where I'll put any of my gear that got wet to let it dry. And you know, any gear that I need accessible, like a rain jacket or something. Like I said, there are plenty of places that if you have something with a carabiner on it, you can attach it. It does have daisy chains up front, so you can move items up and down. You can put camera attachments or whatever. I don't know, I'm very impressed with it. My initial impression is extremely good. I'm very excited to get this out in the field. You know, I'll give a review of it once I've used it for a few hundred miles. But this is going to be my new ultralight. I'm hoping to test it out on my next trip. It's going to depend on the weather. You do get a little bit heavier for your winter gear, and my next trip is coming up in 2 weeks, mid-December. So if it's looking like a mild, you know, 30-degree trip, I'll probably be able to take this. If it's going to be more like 20 degrees, I'm going to have heavier gear, which means I'll probably be with my granite gear. But I'm very excited to have this. This is a specialty item. This would be a terrible backpack for a beginner. But if you're trying to get ultra light, this was what I looked at in my research. There were a couple other really nice ones. The Mountain Laurel Design Burn was one I looked at. The Mountain Laurel Design Profit was another one that I looked at. The Atom Pack, but I came out liking this one the most. So anyways, that's my unboxing. Very excited. Just wanted to kind of give a detail go over of the features and kind of what it would take to use a backpack like this. And overall, this is going to take 2 pounds off of my base weight just in this pack alone. And I'm hoping that it's going to be more comfortable and have more of the features that I desire. But like I said, you have got to have the right gear to even be able to use this. And this is an expensive commitment to make just to shed off a few pounds. So anyways, I hope this review is helpful for people that are looking for this. Well, it's not a review, it's an unboxing, but when I get my review done, I'll let you guys know. I'll check you all later. Have a good one. Let's get out a little bit this winter. See you later, guys. Hey guys, if you like the video you just saw, please subscribe, click the bell so you can get alerted for any new videos that I may do, and check the links below for any information I described in the video. I'll try to put as much there as possible. Thanks for watching.